Hi, Aaron.
Hello, Sam.
Thanks for being here today.
Appreciate you asking me.
So I have some questions asking you about your experience at Toastmasters.
Okay.
Are you willing to share about that?
I'm willing to share.
So the first question, can you introduce yourself as the job at Toastmasters?
All right. So I'll say hello. My name is Aaron Daley. I am the president for Fairfax Toastmasters here in...
For how long?
For a year.
Okay.
Yep. I've been the Toastmaster for a year. My term will be ending in a couple of weeks. And I've been a member for a year as well.
What is the biggest thing that has changed you since you joined the Toastmaster?
I would say the biggest thing for me that has changed since I joined Toastmasters is my ability to understand someone else's personality, listening to them, and communicating specifically to that Toastmaster. How am I that person? How am I listening to that personality? What are they saying to me? How am I interacting with them? How are they as a person? And communicating so I can talk specifically to that person, to that personality.
I did not meet you before you were the president of the club. So I did not really know how different you are in terms of public speaking skill before that. So how do you evaluate yourself? How do you tell the difference of yourself before and after Toastmasters?
I would say before we met, as a person, I was a person that would be able to speak, but I wouldn't always be able to get my point across. It took me a while to try to get my thoughts together and tell you what I want to tell you. Now, after I was able to gain those skills and critical thinking skills specifically, to gather my thoughts and deliver it as fast as possible or as clear as possible.
Well, you are an incredible speaker, and I myself feel like I need to learn a lot from you. You won the second place of the district, the competition.
Yeah,
right?
So I really appreciate that. Yeah, so for the divisions, I was able to win the first place division for Fairfax Toastmasters, then went to regional.
Twice, right?
So the first time, within my 6 months term as a Toastmaster, I was able to compete for that. I got second place.
Okay.
Now my second time, I had a little more experience, understand that adversity, be able to practice, rehearse efficiently. I came back next couple months. I was able to compete for that contest, international speech contest. The first one was the human speech contest. This was the international speech contest for that division. Was able to win that. The second one was for the region, Division B. And I was competing against juggernauts, people that are public speakers, they are a public speaker in their daily jobs.
I know.
I was able to get third place from that, so it was I get third place out of 5. So I was able to compete against speakers that are public speakers.
Wow.
I'm not a public speaker. I practice it, but I don't do it as a full-time job, full-time passion, if you will. I was able to get third place for that.
So I'm a little bit curious. So what do you do for a living? Do you need public speaking skill in your job?
What I do for a living personally is try to be the best male role model as possible. But for best role model, what would I do as a career? I'm in IT sales. And I do a lot of cold calling, trying to talk
I thought you were some sort of physical trainer.
No, so that's another thing. I'll go into that. So I do a lot of cold calling, talk about my IT products, see if I'll be able to make a connection with other people within probably the 45 seconds standpoint where they're deciding, I want to listen to you or no, I want to hang up. So in that sense, I would have to use that communication style. But it's different when I have to talk to someone face to face in a group of people. Now, where you're talking about, I'm also a lacrosse coach after I was in Virginia. So that communication style is where I'm talking to high schoolers. I have to be able, or not have to, I want to be able to communicate with them as best as possible to help them out. Learn lacrosse as well as some leadership skills to help in their own personal lives if they decide to go to college or what they want to do for a career.
That's interesting. So since you joined the club, has the skill that you got from the club changed your job, or how did that help you with your job?
It absolutely has helped me and changed me. So in the sense I'm able to be more clear across the phone as well as I'm presenting during sales meetings. So every Monday we have a sales meeting where we have to talk about what we brought in, what revenue, stuff like that.
Yeah.
So being able to clearly talk about that, officially say what the plan was and organize it as possible.
Okay.
So in that sense of me being able to, what I've gotten it, what has changed, is me just being more clear and confident and just being very comfortable in my skin.
Yeah.
No matter who I'm talking to.
Yeah. I mean, I joined the club maybe 10 months ago. I don't remember very clearly, but that I can tell the difference in me is I feel very comfortable to look at other people's eyes, to talk. Before that, I panicked and I just looked on the ceiling. I was trying to avoid the eye contact, but now I did not. So it's been really interesting experience for me.
I will say for you, we're being able to help you. You've blossomed like crazy. From the first time you talked for your speech, where you're a little reserved, you're just getting used to it, but you definitely had that enthusiasm. Like, I have a lot to say. I want to smile. I want to tell you. But then your second speech, you control your enthusiasm, how to give it out and how to talk to other audiences while you're giving a speech and go over and talk to another one. So getting everyone engaged was very powerful. And I
Thank you. I mean,
really
I feel like see other people standing on the stage and giving their speeches. It just empowered and it's encourages me a lot. And I just I want to be there. I want to do that, and it's very contagious. You know, that I think that's the environment of the club that gives everyone the confidence and the encouragement to do what they need to do, like to improve their public speaking.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah.
So I am a member, but you're American. My first language is not English. So sometimes I find it very difficult because to me, I have to face with two problems. First one is the skill and the second one is the language. Because sometimes I want to say it, but I don't have enough words like you guys do. So as the president and you have seen a lot of international members in our club, so do you have any advice for the people out there whose first language is not English?
I would say for that is to ask questions. Ask questions and use your resources. Use someone like you that has the experience or using the internet of asking how would you probably say that in a dialogue, or how would you
ask yourself or ask other people?
Being able to ask other people.
Okay.
Ask other people how they would speak. Being able to look for those resources, the access on Google, Bing, whatever, asking those questions on the search engines.
Yeah.
Then taking advantage of your resources of audiobooks in English or different languages, so you can get comfortable you're training your ear, rewiring your brain, so you're getting used to the different language.
Okay.
I will also say I do it for myself when I'm learning sign language, where I wouldn't listen, but I'm constantly watching things in subtitles. And while I'm watching it, I'm trying to learn signing as much as possible. And if I don't understand it, I'm going to go ask a question or look for those resources.
That we can't use big words or academic words. Is that okay to use simple language? Is that okay?
I definitely think it's okay. I would never say don't be afraid to not expand your vocabulary. If you want to be able to use it, you got to start somewhere. Have you really failed? If you're failing, you're growing. So if you're having trouble with a high tense vocabulary, and you want to go for a simple one, try that. But don't leave the expectation where you want to keep properly enunciating the vocabulary, pronouncing all the syllables. Keep reaching for that, because you're going to keep growing. Because you're not actually failing, you're continually growing and learning.
Yes, yeah.
So learning in sign language.
Last question. I like to quote, practice makes perfect when it comes to learning English, right? Practice makes perfect. And I think it's true with the public speaking too. So what do you think about that?
I definitely say practice makes perfect, but it also is how you practice. And I think you're a symbol of that, of how you officially practice.
Stop
from
giving
one
me too
set
much
to
credit.
Another. But this is real, right? Of how you efficiently practice.
Yeah.
How you criticize yourself. How you go back to all right, what didn't make sense? What did? how am I going to rehearse that? How am I going to videotape myself? I'm going to take those audios and listen to what I was saying. Okay, find out how am I going to make the practice that I did to get 1% better. How are you practicing is always the difference maker. Because everyone wants to be a good speaker, everyone wants to learn different languages.
Yeah.
But it's how you do it and how efficient you make it.
Maybe come to the Toastmasters. Yeah.
Can be the answer.
So that's it. Thank you so much for joining me today. I think that after this video, a lot of Vietnamese people will know more about the Toastmaster. And actually, there are a couple of Toastmaster club in Vietnam already. So
this is Toastmasters International.
Yeah, this is Toastmasters National. Yeah, they have a different format, but I think their purpose is still the same, to help people to gain confidence from public speaking. So people check out more about Toastmaster, and thank you, Aaron, again.
Thank you.